Hello everyone, welcome. Um, I've drafted the pattern of this short pants. The pattern is, I will drop the link in the comment section, okay? So you can go and check for the drafting. So I've cut out the pattern piece. Here I have the shorts. This is the back. The back is usually longer, and here is the front, okay? And this is the pocket. This is the pocket facing, and here is the pocket bag. So to get this pocket facing and pocket bag, this is what I'm going to be showing us now. So before I cut out the Ankara, this is the Ankara fabric that I'm going to be using to make this. This is the African print. So to get the pocket, I want to show us how to get the pockets now. So to get this pocket, I'm going to first of all mark 1.5. This totally depends on you. You can start from 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches for your band, because I'm going to be removing the band from this. So I'm going to mark my band as 1.5. I will mark it all through 1.5 all through. I'll do the same thing at the back. Whatever I do here now, you do the same thing at the back. So whatever I do here now, you do the same thing at the back. I'm going to mark, join the lines. I'm going to join the line, the dots. I'm connecting the dots. Okay, I'm connecting the dots. I'll connect it straight. Sorry, this pen is not writing very well. So I'm going to be using my ruler to connect the lines. So mark, this one totally depends on you. You can start from 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches, based on how wide you want the band to be. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold in the band for both the fronts. And you see that I've marked out this thing on the back and the front. So I'm going to, you can cut it out. It doesn't change anything. You can decide to cut it out from there. You can cut it out. So I normally fold my own because I may decide to use 1 inch. I may decide to use 1.5. So I fold it in like that. So this is it. So now this is your short here. So we have removed the band already. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark out the pocket bag and the pocket facing. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark from here. I'm going to mark 5 inch inward, like so. Just mark 5 inch inward like that. Then this one, I normally use my hip line for it. I use my hip line for it. So I will mark, you can use more than that. It depends on what you are trying to achieve. So you mark, this is the length and this is the width. So I'm going to mark 5 inch here also. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect it. I'm using my ruler to connect it like that. Then I'll connect it straight here also. So it's 5 by 5 and this one is 9 inches like this. It should be okay. 9 inches, 5 by 5. Okay, so I'm going to draw a straight line like that. So at the top here, this is the front. You're going to use it only the front and the back is not there. So I'm going to mark 2 inches inward. This is what I've been using and it's been working for me. You can use whatever standard that you like, but the standard is 2 inches by 7 inches. But me, I normally use 6 inches. I love the fitness, I love everything about it. I've been trying it, even for my customers, I use 6 inches. Because I believe that 7 inches is too wide for me. So here is it. So now we have bring out our pockets. This is it. So we are going to be using our Tresson wheel to extract the, sorry, this one shouldn't go straight. It should be a bit curved so that it will not look like the main trouser. You can introduce a bit of curve here. A bit, just a bit, not too much like that. Just introduce a bit of curve here. So this is it. So that is it. So I'm going to be using my tracing wheel to trace this. So we are going to be tracing two things out here, the pocket bag and the pocket facing. So let me show you. Number one, I'm going to be tracing out the pocket bag first. So the pocket bag, this is the drawing here. Just watch the way what I'm going to be tracing out. This is the drawing. Okay, you go up like that. Then this one, you can as well shape it so that it will be easy for you to know the difference between these. You can shape it like so. I hope you get it. Shape it like that. So that is how it's going to look like. That's the shape. So we are going to trace it like this. Just look at the way I'm tracing it. You trace it. That is the pocket bag. Then you come here, like, you do not trace this. You go like this. Okay, that is it. That is the pocket bag. Now the pocket facing. You cannot see it. I can see it here because it's tracing wheel. I'll just use my pen to do it. So the pocket facing, this is what you're going to trace out. I'll still draw it out for you so that you can see it. The pocket facing, this is how you're going to trace it. Watch my hand, the way I traced both. I didn't trace them the same way. Only these ones are the same. Only these ones will be the same. This one I'm tracing now, here, 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 is going to be the same. But this side, there's going to be a change. You know, I trace this like this, and I go inward like this. For the pocket facing, we are just going to go straight like this. So that's how to trace the pocket facing out. So let me try to draw it out so that you can see the difference between the two. So can you see the difference between the two? This one like this and this one like this. I believe you can see the difference. That is what I did here. This same shape. This same shape is the one you are seeing here, and this same shape is the one you are seeing here. So what I did here now is I added half inch string allowance to this, or this half inch string allowance. Then for this part, it depends on you. The amount of allowance that you're going to be adding to this side of your trouser is what you're going to be adding to this side. So me, I'm using 1.5 inch for this, for the side of my trouser. I'm going to be adding 1.5 inch to the side of my trouser. You're going to add the same half inch, whatever inches that you are going to be adding to the side of your trouser. You're going to add it to your pocket. I hope you get my point now. Don't make mistake. The amount of allowance that you're going to be adding to the side of your pocket must be on the same side pocket facing and pocket bag. You can see that they are the same. Can you see? They are the same. So just add your allowance, half inch allowance here. Then maybe 1.5 or 2 inches. Add it to this part. Let me show you what I'm trying to explain. You're going to be adding half inch here. I don't want this video to be too long. That's why I'm trying to cut. Half inch here. Half inch here. Half inch along this line. Okay. Half inch here. Then on this side, I'm going to be adding maybe 1.5. So now I've tried to shape it out for you so that you can see it very well. Because some people may say I don't get it the way you are explaining it. So this is it. The amount of allowance that you're going to be adding to the side of your trouser, is what you're going to be using here. But every other places you're going to be adding half inch allowance to it. Then you connect them. Can you see it? So it's as simple as this. So this is what you are going to, how you are going to get your pocket. So now the next thing is for me. I've done it here already, so there's no point in cutting and cutting again. So I'll just place all this pattern on my fabric and cut it out. So I'll come back and show us how to do that. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Omoyemi Odunbaku. So today we are going to be sewing the short pants that I already illustrated. If you have not seen the video of how I came about this, the front and the back pattern, you can watch the video in the I will put the link in the comment section. And here is the pocket bag. Here is the pocket facing. I don't want this video to be too long, so I've did a separate video on how you can get these two, the pocket bag and the pocket facing for your shorts. So that is that about that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is this band totally depends on you. I'll be removing my band from the trouser. So this band totally depends on you. So now this is 1.5 I'm using for this. You can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5, you can use 2 inches. So I've marked out the lines already. I've marked out the line. This is 1.5 from here to here. It's 1.5 for both the front and the back. Can you see it? For both the front and the back. So I'm going to fold it inward. You can cut it out if you want to. So that's the band. I've removed the band already. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to place it on the African print that I'm going to be using to make this cloth. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so here are all my pattern pieces. I've transferred them to fabric. The pockets, you don't need to add any allowance to it anymore because it has already been added. So I've told us that if you want to watch the video on how I get this, I will drop the link in the comment section because if I should add this to it, the video will be too long and I don't want it to be long. So you can check for the video and see how I extract this. So here is the front and here is the back. I added ½ inch and 1.5 inch allowance to the side for both the front and the back. You can do the same thing or you can add more, it depends on you. Then I added half inch allowance here on this side, ½ inch allowance, then I added 2 inches to the hem of the short. I did the same thing for the front, for the back, so it's the same. So this is the allowance here, 1.5, 1.5. That's as simple as that. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll go to my sewing machine. I will join the front here, then I will join this one too. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Then I will show us how to let me show us how to cut out this pocket from the front. I've cut out my patterns for the back and the front here, so I'm going to join this, the front here, the here. So to sew these pockets, the first thing you are going to do now is to bring your front pattern. You know, I said front pattern, okay? We extract it from the front pattern. Then you are going to, let me turn it to the other side. You are going to place this on it. Just place it. There's nothing you can do more than this. Just place it on it. So you are going to just place this on it. Just place it. Make sure you fix it very well like that. Just place it on it. Then you are going to make sure it matches up like this. Make sure it matches up. So when it matches up like that, you just cut out this side. You cut out this side, okay? So you just cut this out. Just cut this out. So that is it there. It's as simple as that. So after this, I'll go to my sewing machine. Let me remove the pins. You just pick one each and sew it to each side of the trouser. This is it here. So just place this. You place right side facing the right side like so. Then you sew it down, okay? So I'll fix the pocket for the two. Can you see? I sew it from up here and I stop where this ends. Can you see? I stop there. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to notch this inward for the two. So can you see that I've notched it? You do the same thing here on the other side. This is where I stopped. That's where I notched. Okay. So now you are going to flip the pocket inward like this. Flip it towards this side. When you flip it, it will turn to this for you. So you are going to bring this out. After you notch it, it will come out like this for you when you turn it to the other side. So here is it. So I may decide to top stitch this or add my Emi gum for it to lay flat. I hope you get my point. So this is it here, and here is the second one. Here is the second pocket. Okay, so I'm going to top stitch it. After top stitching, I'll bring the other pocket. So after this, you go back. I'm going back to my sewing machine. I will take one pocket facing like this. So here is it. You know where this is where the cuff area is. You are going to place it the cuff area to the cuff area of the front. Then you are going to sew it down like that. Let me go and do it and come back and show us. Okay. I've top stitched this. So here is the pocket facing. So I sew it from where the other one ends here. Sew it around and I stopped here. I stopped here. When I get to the side, I stopped there. Okay. So here is the pocket. Here is the pocket. So we are done sewing the pocket. This is how it's going to look like. And here is the second pocket. So that's how to draft and sew pocket for your shorts. So this is it. So we have come to the end of this sewing of the pockets. So thank you. So as you can see, I've joined the crotch for the front and the back. Here is the back one. Okay, here's the back. Let me open it so I can see very well. So here is the back crotch. Then here is the front. Can you see this is the front here? And this is it with the pocket and everything. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to place it on each other. I will join the two sides together, join the hand here. I'm going to join the two sides like this. Then the crotch, the inseam, I'm going to join the two of them. Then I'll join the two sides. Let me go and do it and come back and show us. So I've joined the crotch, I've joined the side, I've joined the inseam, I've joined this, and I've joined these two sides already. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to join my band to it. You can cut this band on bias, it depends on you, and you can as well cut it straight. But since we are adding an elastic band to this, there's no point in trying to use bias to cut it. You can cut it straight. Okay, so this is it. So this is how it's looking. So the next thing is I'm going to be adding band to this. So to add the band, I'm going to measure round. I'm going to measure all round. I'll measure from the side round. I'll measure it round. Then I'm going to cut a stripe of fabric, a straight one like that for it. So I have 47 inches here. So I'm going to cut a straight line of 47 inches, and the width of the band depends on the amount of band that you folded from the pattern. Okay, so the width is going to be this band that you folded in. Mine is 1.5, so you're going to be using 1.5 width for it. You add half inch sewing allowance to it. I hope you get it. That's how you're going to do it. And the width is the circumference of your pants. Okay, so I've cut out a long strip of fabric of 48 inches wide because of the sewing allowance. You know, I measure 47 here, so I added 1 inch sewing allowance to it that I'm going to be using to join this together at the end of the sewing. So this is 47 inches wide, and the amount this is 2 inches width because I'm going to be using half inch to sew it, but the band is 1.5. Okay, so I will join them together and I'll come back and show. So I'm sewing the band. Here is it. So this is it here. Can you see? I leave space here so that I can pass this elastic band into it. So to cut your elastic band, you are going to measure just the fronts like this from one end to the other, whatever you have there. Here I have 23. So this is 23 inches here. You can add from 3 inches to 5 inches. That's the maximum, 5 inches. The minimum is 3 inches. Don't add too much, okay, so that it will fit around the waist very well. Okay, so I'm going to be adding 3 inches to it. So now 23. So I'm measuring it from here. This is my elastic band. I have 27 here. Okay, that means I had 4 inches plus sewing allowance to this elastic band. So I'm going to be using my pin to pass it through. I'm going to use this pin to pass it through it round. So I just push it in from this side. Just push it in from this side round. You push it all round to the end. Okay, I'm done pushing it round. So the next thing is I'm going to my sewing machine and try to sew the elastic band. So this is it. I'm trying to exhaust this one here. Don't let it go inside, okay? Don't let it go inside the trouser again, okay? Just make sure you have it here. I'll go to my sewing machine and try to join the two pieces together. I'll join them together like so. I'll try and join this, the first one that I pushed in and the one that is here. I'll join them together, then I push it in and sew the space that is open there. So here is it. I fixed the elastic band. So this is how it's looking. So this is it here. This is the back and here is the front. So the next thing is for me to finish the hem. I'll just fold it in and sew on the amount of allowance I added to it. So the elastic band I used there is 1.5. That is the amount of band that I used is the elastic band that I used here. Okay, so the next thing for me just to fold in the hem and finish it up. So we have come to the end of this class. Thank you.